Today on Carry On Strategy, my focus is to tackle the concept of business strategy. Simply put, what a business strategy is and why organizations formulate it. This is important because each and every business needs to have a strategy, but there's still business owners that don't understand, that don't grasp the idea of strategy, of having a strategy, or rather even understanding what that is. So here I'm trying to just put it out there, like try to define what that is and why organizations formulate it, why you should be having a strategies, and what a business strategy is. Like, when we say what kind of strategies do we have out there? When we talk about a business strategy, what kind of strategies do we have out there? So let's just get to it. Just like any other term, a business strategy also have varied definitions. But the bottom line is that organizations formulate strategies to derive and defend their competitive position in the market. The ultimate goal is to be the go-to for customers and have a market share. Strategy at its essence is about competing differently, doing what your competitors don't do or can't do. A company strategy provides direction and guidance in terms of not only what the company should do, but also what it should not do. Knowing what not to do can be as important as knowing what to do strategically. At best, making the wrong strategic moves will prove a distraction and a waste of company resources. At worst, it can bring about unintended long-term consequences that put the company's very survival at risk. There are a coherent array of well-considered choices that organizations make about how to compete. So I'm just going to share some of them. This is to give you guidance on when and why organizations promptly formulate strategies. When and why. So companies, or rather organizations, they formulate strategies when they want to strategies with regards to how to position their companies in the marketplace, how to attract customers, how to compete against rivals, how to achieve the company's performance targets, how to capitalize on opportunities to grow the business, and how to respond to changing economic and market conditions. So basically, if you're in a position whereby you want to get into a new business, in a new market, a new industry, now you need to have a strategy on how you will be positioning yourself. Out of all these people that are in the same business, that are in the same industry as you, where do you want to position yourself? So you need that strategy. This is where you're gonna have that market entry strategy, right? And how to attract customers. If you're in a position right now where you're thinking, how can I attract customers? It means it's time for you to have that strategy on how you can attract customers. It's a customer acquisition strategy, right? So now, if you're thinking now the competition is intense, how can I compete against my rivals? Now you're thinking about a competitive strategy, how you need to formulate a strategy that can help you compete. Right? And now, if you're thinking about how to achieve the company's performance targets, now you're thinking about the operation strategy. Right now, you have some operational targets, the targets that you want to achieve. So you need to have that operation strategy in place. So if you're thinking about how to capitalize on opportunities to grow the business, you're thinking about the growth strategy. If you want to grow your business, you need to have a strategy on how to grow it. And if you're thinking about how to respond to changing economic and market conditions, now you're thinking about how do I now innovate? It's about business model innovation, right? So right now there is COVID-19. You need to have a strategy on how to respond to this because COVID-19 is also changing the market environment. The fourth industrial revolution is changing the market environment. You need to have a strategy for your business on how to respond to those changes. In most industries, companies have considerable freedom in choosing the house of the strategies, how to now compete, how to position, how to attract, how to achieve, how to capitalize, how to respond. Some companies strive to achieve lower costs than competitors, while others aim for product superiority or more personalized customer service dimensions than rivals cannot match. Some companies opt for wide product lines, while others concentrate their energies on a narrow product line up. Some deliberately confine their operations to a local or regional market, others opt to compete nationally, internationally, or in several countries or globally, all or most of other major country market worldwide. I'm not sure if you got that right. I just gave you the strategies that other companies are using that you can also think for yourself that can be kind of helpful to you. I'm going to repeat this. Some companies strive to achieve lower costs than competitors, while others aim for product superiority or more personalized customer service dimensions than rivals cannot match. That's the competitive strategy. Some companies opt for wide product lines, that diversification, while others concentrate their energy on a narrow product line up. That's a niche market, right? Some deliberately confine their operations to local or regional markets, others opt to compete nationally or even internationally. So you can see that strategy has to do with choice. You are now clear on how your competitors are competing, where how your competitors are operating, and now you decide for yourself how are you going to respond to their moves. Remember, the goal of a strategy is to defend your market positioning, your competitive positioning in the market is to become the go-to person for your customers. That's the game. Now, which strategy should you be developing for your business right now? A business strategy focused on positioning your company in the market? That's a branding strategy. Is it a business strategy focused on attracting and acquiring clients? That's a sales strategy. Is it a business strategy focused on competing against rivals and responding to market conditions? That's a competitive strategy. Is it a business strategy focused on leveraging on opportunities to grow your company? That's a business growth strategy. Is it a business strategy focused on achieving your performance targets? That's an operations strategy. Either way, if you don't have at least one of those strategies, you're setting your business for failure. To stay in business requires you to strategically plan. I hope this creates a starting point for you as a business owner towards formulating your company's business strategy.